Checking out the backdrop.
Check that out. That is your pay-per-view Monster Factory Arm Wrestling official backdrop.
How about that?
Got a little 9-line apparel. Use code Monster20. Little Redcon 1. Use code Monster20. McHenry Excavating. One's about to turn the Monster Factory compound into something special.
Oh, man, I cannot wait.
Oh, I'm so excited
Is
about
that going to be done in time for the pay-per-view? I mean, the pay-per-view won't be about our track,
course, but yeah.
But I want to run it with the athletes.
The track should be done. I don't know how many obstacles we will have up.
Probably not a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
It'll be a running and jumping.
I'm gonna take the pipes out of the volleyball court with the climbing pipes, and it has a pull-up station, a high one, low one, and I'll put that on the course for sure. And we may actually be able to fabricate up a few more before then. But
we should be able to do the rope grid.
Rope grid, I can buy rope grid. Yeah. Get that done.
So you buy the rope grid and just put it down. You don't actually run the grid, right?
I don't know. Oh, no. You buy a grid and you just put it down and you just go.
Okay. Do that again. Is the Monster Factory getting a hot? We have a hot tub.
Yeah, we have. Okay, so we've had the hot tub for a while, and it's around front, underneath the covered patio out there. But then over the holidays, we decided to get a massage chair for those after workout massages, and then we got a dry sauna for. Once you finish your cardio in the morning, we go ahead and turn the sauna on and do our cardio, and once we're done with cardio, go do about a 20-minute dry sauna. It's just good for blood pressure. It's got all kinds of health benefits and stuff, so we got to get real consistent with that. But we've been traveling a lot. What was you going to say? What'd somebody say?
Cover Bavoda says, he's got questions and he hope he can get them answered. Zach Campbell, thank you so much for your support. Well, what are your questions? You didn't tell me what your questions were.
Hit me up with questions. Hit me up
Probably
with
want to hit it before the numbers start climbing on here so that I can actually find out what those questions are. And for many of you, I know that several of you have asked for Michael to break down his match. He is going to do that probably tomorrow while we're sitting in an airport in Amsterdam. So I should be uploading that in a couple of days.
Would it be tomorrow or would it be the next day in Amsterdam?
Well, Amsterdam's 7 hours ahead, so theoretically it could be both. It could start tomorrow and on into the next day.
Yeah, so what she's saying is like Thursday, we may have that video out.
It might be a minute, all right?
Think about that. So we left 2 weeks ago to go to Istanbul. And then after Istanbul, we went to Athens. And listen, when we left Istanbul, we stayed up all night long because we booked the early flight like we weren't smart. And then we got to our hotel and we couldn't check in because there's no early check-in. So we were exhausted. Then we left Athens to come home. Had a 3 a.m. cab pick us up. So we stayed up all night that night as well.
Oh, X-Monster, I just realized you have some inside knowledge, right? Yeah, guys, if you if you have, our pay-per-view is exclusive to our members. The pay-per-view that's going to be happening here March 19th, which, by the way, you can join today and it will not hit your card again before the pay-per-view. So you can start now.
Yeah, we're within 30 days,
So you can start now and see all of the content that's behind the scenes and specific for our members leading up to the pay-per-view. And we will remind you at the pay-per-view, should you not want to stay in the membership and see the content behind the scenes stuff continuing, you want to be sure and cancel that, and we'll help you to remember that.
Yeah, of course. Okay. We don't want anybody, the way we're doing it like how Ryan Bone did it. He just did premium subscriptions, and that's how he brought the pay-per-view. And I think it's a great idea. So once we've had several people jump on board before the 30-day, right? And so Rebecca started putting out some behind the scenes stuff for those premium members, and it's cool. And that will obviously keep going. But if this works out, we're planning to do several more. But
Critter Dude says, "Welcome back, guys. What do you think about John versus Irakli?"
Oh, thank you. Happy to be back. Of course, we leave again tomorrow. John versus Irakli. After what John did to Zoliev, you gotta pick John. Irakli's amazing. I just saw the last time he pulled Sasha. I think Sasha beat him. I think John's going to have a better hand than wrist and Sasha. And as long as his shoulder holds up, he's got a strong arm, it looks like. I think getting big for Devon really took John up a level. So now coming back to his more natural weight, he's carrying that strength with him.
Ready Bang is in the house.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, so there's been some talk, right? Because I did message Todd Hutchings and say, hey, would you be interested, or I don't know how I put it, but we're just gonna say, would you be interested? And he's like, yeah, I'd be interested, about me and him having a potential right-handed match. Because even before I pulled Gennady, I was thinking, I'm just gonna go ahead and start pulling everybody, let's just start arm wrestling more right-handed. So I can do a left-handed match, I can do a right-handed match. It was kind of the plan. And that Todd and I've discussed it, and we haven't really got into details, but we're both up for the match. That being said, I have a potential rematch that would happen right here at the Monster Factory. If it all works out, it'll be something you guys definitely want to see. And if that rematch happens, there potentially could be another rematch on the same card that would garner all kinds of attention.
Exciting
times. But I can't tell y'all about it yet. But it's
exciting times. So
if we can make it happen, I'm gonna do everything I can to make it happen, even if I have to spend my, go out of my own pocket to get this guy here.
Right, because the person that you're talking to does sound like they are up for it. It's just a matter of numbers, guys.
He said give him a few days, let him know, and he'll let me know a number, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it could be very good, a lot of fun.
Spotto versus Corey. That would be cool, huh?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
6-0 switcheroo. Hello.
There you go. But yeah, so I think that could be cool. Corey versus Spot. What do y'all guys think about Corey versus Krasi? What?
Oh
my God.
Fun.
How huge of a match is that for Corey if he can pull that one off? I mean, wow.
Right.
Wow.
So this is one of Cobra's questions. MMT, will you change up your training and try something different? What you guys
what I have done, go ahead.
May not have realized is going into that last match, he changed up his training drastically.
Yeah.
Did something he's never done before.
No. So here's a lot of people ask me what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm going back to what's worked for me for a decade. It's just, I'm gonna be honest, man. It's just like Devon and some other people have said. I took the criticism really, really hard.
And what are you doing now?
Fuck them. That's it. I don't care. Say whatever you want. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. But
what is it? Adam says.
Oh, so I'm gonna control my narrative, right?
That's
I'm gonna do what I want to do,
right.
And that I just got really affected me, and especially when weak ass people would say I'm not strong or arm wrestle like a man. Listen, winning is winning, and I'm gonna get back to winning. But the training that I did in preparation for the decade up until my loss to Devon was very, very effective, very, very efficient. People think I didn't train for power. I was doing weights 430 reps that most people weren't doing for 5 to 10. So I'm getting back to that. That's the guy that's coming. I'm getting back to that jacked up, shredded, fit me that is the one that swept push car 60, that went undefeated in every super match and every match for almost over 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. That's the dude that's coming back. And, hey, whatever happens, happens.
So I don't want you to break down your match right now.
I'm not going to.
Be on the video, right?
You got 2 things there.
Yeah. Super excited for the future pay-per-view. Thank you so much, Levin Gasparini. Toddzilla is a must.
It absolutely is, but this rematch, you would want to see more. Todd is definitely something that will happen for sure.
Okay. Clint, PMK, MMT, do you know what your next steps are on your right?
Yes, if this guy answers back with a positive yes confirmation, this next right-handed match will be something to see for sure.
And your thoughts on Alex versus Vitali, Monster 2.1. Here's the thing, guys. Monster 2.0 that Michael is working on was supposed to be for a full 12-month period. We've ditched it.
Yeah, Monster 2.0 is still Monster 2.0.
Yes.
I struggled with it a lot initially, because my genetics are not that if you get on the pancakes, you become something crazy. I've got fat boy genetics. I'm a country boy endomorph dude. Those thin, skinny, sinewy guys, those guys can morph into something different. I'm a guy that if I get on the pancakes, I get softer, and then I don't feel well, and I don't breathe as well. And I think I know I was as stronger at 2018 when I pulled Devon, and 2019 when I pulled Dave Chafee. Mm-hmm. And I went back and looked at pictures from 2019, abbed up, veins in my abs. I was like, dude, that's the dude I got to get back to. So I'm not ditching Monster 2.0. I'm just ditching the fact that I got convinced that I had to be this 300 plus pound person.
So I misspoke.
Yeah, this 300 plus pound person to be competitive at the super heavyweights. But yeah, listen, here's where I'm at right now. I am always going to arm wrestle. I'm going to be the best me that I can be, and get rid of the stress. Get rid, John Brzenk wins, John Brzenk loses. It doesn't change who he is. He's still happy about it. He's still, oh, well, that sucks. I put so much pressure on myself because I had this window that I had to do it. It didn't have to be within this window. Maybe I just focus on completely rehabbing my nerve damage, my rods, my pronation, and I just get my hand and wrist back where you can't climb out of it, and we'll see what happens. So I'm not saying the path to the overall number one is out the window. It's just not necessarily the immediate priority.
David says the return of the offensive Kings
Without
move,
a shadow of a
baby.
doubt, the Kings move will be in full effect.
And MW Golf, will you train with Devon before he faces Levon? It's probably not going to work.
It just, Devon told me he was going to go into hiding, basically. Once it got close enough, he was just going to, I offered to come train. And he's like, dude, I just don't know. I'm going to keep I'm going to get that tunnel vision on, and, it won't be a whole lot of social media for him from what he told me. So I don't know what's going to happen.
So here is Brad Butler, our Northern Arkansas friend. Hey, Mike and Rebecca, I just want to say how much it means to have a champion and one of the best in the world being from around here in Arkansas. # inspiring.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Like I said, I was really concerned about, I can't have 2 losses. 2 losses, if I'm trying to become overall number one in the world in this 12-month window, would definitely made that not possible. But in the overall scheme of things, hey, it's a setback. Whatever, let's roll. So I'm just excited I've got a lot of cool things going on right now. We had a phenomenal weekend in Texas, and met some really good partners and some different things we're gonna be working on. But I'm just blessed, man. We leave tomorrow to go to Malta to do Kersten's corner for his event.
Jose Marque, I think is how you say it, says, Michael, the version of you that swept Dave was by far the best.
I was in very good form, and I was really questioning myself going into that one. I was just like, dude, I just don't know if I'm gonna be strong enough. Can I beat Dave Chafee? Dave Chafee's freaky. And then that very first match, I was like, okay, I'm good enough, And this last time, I just was extremely confident, and I'm gonna tell you what happened, and this is not gonna be breaking down the match. This is just telling me what happened to me in preparation. I am a pronation outside open top row Kings move arm wrestler. Corey has developed a hand that is so strong that it's very, very difficult to top rolling. But I was still doing it regularly. But then I found a lane.
You shouldn't say that out loud. Somebody else will be looking for your lane.
It wouldn't matter. I found a lane that worked well for me against Corey. And it was a very explosive side pressuring hook that I could just flash him and hook. Well, because I was doing that to Corey, and I know how well Corey pulls everyone else on the hook, it made me to believe that I'm just gonna go that way into everybody. Well, no, Corey was hooking me, and I was being able to do it while he was hooking me. If you're trying to pronate or top roll or whatever, and I was like, screw it. I'm going back to what works. I'm going back to me, and I'm gonna be me, and if y'all wanna hate me for the Kings move, hate me. But I'm gonna be winning. So
hating you for the Kings move is much better than pissing on you for losing, right?
Exactly. The pissing on me for losing is way worse than being a hater for the winning with the Kings move. So let's talk about some winning. That's what I want in my future.
Levin Gasparini says Corey versus Krasi is a great matchup, and Ingen is fire.
It's a spectacular matchup. Now I'm so excited about that match. Because Krasi is world class. He's world class. But now he's a smaller statured guy, especially comparing to someone the size of Corey. But the fact that he has so much just ability to force inside and just have so much commitment in that hook, I'm excited to see what happens.
Cobra Bavoda, we actually tried to set that up. He wants to know why we can't see Corey versus Marcel. We tried to set that up, and Marcel said he can't be ready in time for
by
our
March
first.
19th. By the first one, he said he couldn't be ready.
And then Corey has Krasi that very next month.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it would have to be after that, which would maybe too soon for Corey.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
It'd be 2 weeks later.
Oh, okay.
Well, the match is April 23rd.
Like that makes any difference to you and what you're actually doing, trying to kill yourself.
To...
Oh, we haven't told them yet.
No,
oh, my God.
horrible.
Okay.
It's horrible.
So OD James says, do you think if Travis Brzenk actually put in the work that he could be top 10 again? I know he's lazy these days, but I'd kind of like to see him against Larry Wheels for a payday. The thing is he's not lazy. He's one of the hardest working people.
He's just lazy at training for arm wrestling.
Right.
He's very hardworking in everything else that he does in life. It's just for him personally, why March 19th competing with Thor. No, I chose March 19th, and I told everybody March 19th, and then they announced the Thor thing. Well, the Thor thing is 9 hours ahead of us, so I'm assuming it's going to be the evening there, middle of the day here. So there is no competition. It's like you get all day long to watch Thor. Booyah! You come watch the Monster Factory and watch some good ass arm wrestling. The undercard will be 5 matches. The pay-per-view will be 3 matches, and then we're gonna have a lot of fun afterwards here, so that'll be some cool content as well. But
Ryan Watson, thank you for becoming a member, and enjoy that behind the scenes stuff.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
See you on pay-per-view day, March 19th.
Pay-per-view day.
Can't go looking like COVID country buffet. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay. Monster, what is your preferred testosterone ester? Pancakes with maple syrup.
Testosterone ester?
I don't know what that means.
I guess you're talking about acetate and ethate. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge about that stuff, guys.
I train with him and train his son Tyson at quarterback for Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Way cool.
Yeah. Travis's sons are amazing athletes.
All Things Primal says, I think you can get back to number 1 if you drop weight. Kings move lower and get a tighter strap and just arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay,
when I break down my match, you'll see. I went back and watched it 2 days later in Athens, and I got extremely frustrated because I saw my mistakes, right? But I'll break that down in the video, and you'll see. But it's also, I can't just assume that I'm going to get a tight strap. I used to could. That's why I started with the buckle always, and apparently now they've changed that, so I don't know.
Your offensive Kings move is awesome and within the rules. Yes, he does. Well, John Sucky, I'm sorry.
Sorry your message got deleted. I appreciate the support, but our moderators are not going to let anything disrespectful come on here. So I don't know exactly what you said, but hopefully that it wasn't ridiculous.
Juju Magoo, Ermes was a pariah after kurdecha till genadi. Then genadi was till you. Now you till... This is how the internet is. Pick your next match carefully.
There is zero carefulness taking on my next match.
Zero carefulness.
I will go straight for the killers. I don't care.
You're not scared. That's for real.
I mean, it's only arm wrestling, right? Oh, you're afraid to arm wrestle? I've never been afraid to arm wrestle anybody in my life. It's arm wrestling. If I lose, I lose. Now, I don't like losing. I've said that many times, and I'm not a fan of the way that makes me feel. And y'all saw that immediately after in the live. But, hey, I'm a competitor, and I'm going to compete, so...
Fry Streams, thank you so much for the support.
Thank
the truth
you so
is,
much.
Mike, everyone's going to hate you for the Kings move, but it's not everyone. We got a lot of Kings move videos now.
I got so much love out there.
But it is also what everyone wants you to do, even though they hate it. So stop messing around and just do the damn thing.
Do the damn thing. That's what's coming. I'm telling you, the damn thing will be done. The damn thing will be done.
Daniel Begley says, thoughts on Ermes and Dave now being ranked above Devon after neither beat Devon nor on the same win streak. I think we just say ditto to Devon's video.
Now, if you watch Engen's rankings.
Dave has a loss to Devon and Ermes lost to genadi, who did not look as impressive. No, Ermes did not lose to genadi. Ermes beat genadi.
Yeah, Ermes beat genadi. Ermes lost to Alex Kurdecha.
Yeah. Steve Ricard, thank you so much for becoming a member. Cool Burns, also.
Appreciate
thank
you guys. I hope you guys are excited about what's coming.
When are you both coming back to Cali? Says okay, first of all, you guys are weird.
Man, I can't go there right now. And it may be better now. I love California. We love California. Corey's actually out there right now. He sent me a picture of him at Laguna Beach. We did Northern California on the tour, and we planned on doing Southern California, but when we went through Northern, just the mask and everything, it just had a different vibe for me than what it had in the past. So I'm going to give it a bit before we go back out there. But I mean, we did just go to South. We just went to Los Angeles. We filmed that thing with Iraq.
We were there less than 24 hours.
Yeah, it was like 28 hours or something like that.
It was 28 hours? Okay.
I don't know. Might have been.
Modi says, can you see yourself dropping the King's move as your primary mode of attack? That hasn't worked out well.
That was a fucking flaw.
I don't know. I don't know.
Have you seen the last 2 matches?
If you missed it, maybe you were in a coma.
Yes,
it didn't work out well.
I'm going to keep training everything, but the primary move will be pronation, riser, through the hand.
But he says, and then, always a fan, best of luck.
No, man, I appreciate that so much. And that's the thing, is I just got caught up. And that's the thing, is I can beat a lot of people conventionally, easily. Ron Bass a bad dude, and I've fared very well with him the last time we got on the table. But there's a difference between the world's elite trying to do that to them. I fully expected to just blast hard, and he hit just as hard as I did, and we stopped right in the center table. You know, so dude's super strong.
I'm gonna read Michael Todd's calcified bone, and then you have got to talk about what the freaking thumbnail of this whole video was. Okay, Michael Todd's calcified bone says, Michael, like you said earlier,
F them.
Don't let them use you in their game, but use me instead.
Calcified babe. Oh, so check it out. So the calcified bone,
Ron was robbed.
I got all kinds of shit in my elbow. But if you get me straight, I have to let up. So I still need that tendon, ligament, lower bicep strength. So I did order me one of those traditional, those strict curl bars that's more almost of a hammer, because I have so many shin splint pain in my forearm when I try a traditional easy bar. So I have a cool curl bar, and I just talked to Corey, and I get back next Tuesday. I think he's gonna come out Wednesday, and we're gonna test ourselves out to see where we are on strict curls, see where we are on the seated curls, and I'm gonna be making progress on those particular movements, because I think it will translate to what I do.
The GOAT Mario, I'm not going to read your stuff out loud because you might be onto something. Okay?
Uh-oh.
And Cobra agrees that Ron Bath was
It was
robbed.
unfortunate. It was unfortunate for sure. So that
Wesley Carell, why does nobody hear you?
I don't know, but that would definitely be a cool rematch if someone could set that up, though, right?
Yeah.
Wow, how many people would want to see that match ran back?
That might be interesting.
Wouldn't
Tom
that be neat?
Van Winkle. Alex Kurdecha won from Ermes. Could he be better than Vitali now? Have a nice evening.
Anything is possible. The dude's a giant. He could be. I saw that one practice pull session with them on a table like 2 years ago, and Kurdecha looked like he matched up very, very well with Vitali. So I have no idea who's going to win. I think that Kurdecha is in rare form right now, but you never can count on Vitali, so we'll see.
Okay, I'm going to hold right here. Would you please talk about...
Go ahead and get that first one there.
Michael Todd, just do the thing.
I will, just a second, go ahead.
You irritate me.
I know you irritate
Sports
me.
news and debate. I want to read this one. Big fan, Michael, big fan. And you're really inspiring the way you have dealt with your recent loss. I think you are the best Kings mover in the world. Utilized to win. He doesn't deal great with loss. I just
I'm
want
not a
you
big
guys to know
fan.
that.
I'm going to be honest.
Yes, he comes on and he does okay, and he can talk about it, but it doesn't sit well with him. All right.
No, I'm not a fan.
So not a fan at all. Dizzy Busy 88 says MMT agreed. A lot of wisdom in staying with your best lanes. A lesson I have revisited myself many times.
Thank you very much for the support, and I agree. So here's the deal, guys. We have this cool thumbnail, and you see this jacked up dude, Leonidas, right? Well, let me tell you how ridiculously not smart I am.
He's so not smart.
All right. So March 19th, number 5 in North America, Robbie Topi, who believes he's number 2 when I spoke to him. He's like, I think I get the second best arm in North America behind Cody. I'm like, well, hopefully you don't, because I want to win. But so I have Robbie Topi, March 19th. March 19th. March 26th. March 23rd, I'm flying to Germany. And March 26th, I'm pulling Leonidas left-handed. So I have Robbie Topi, and Leonidas is crushing fools. So
crushing fools.
How's my arm going to be a week later?
Yeah, when you guys were like on, because I was reading some of this stuff before we actually went live, and y'all were like, "Oh, that's just he better crush him." No, y'all, it's his left.
It's left, and it's a week after me pulling the number 5 guy in North America left-handed, and then 2 weeks later I'm pulling the number 2 guy in North America, Ryan Espy in Vegas. So I have 21 days and 3 pretty high-level super matches.
Hit them all wrestling.
So
there's 149 thumbs up. Click out of the chat, hit the thumbs up if you think, just so that Michael can redeem himself. At least one of them. No, that he can redeem himself while he's there in Germany. Maybe he should pull right hand as well.
That right arm's expensive though. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate if I don't fare well against Robbie. And then I lead into another not fare well, and then if I don't fare well against Robbie, my chances of beating Ryan probably aren't that good either. So we'll see how that goes. But
Taku, thank you so
much
for becoming a member. And Spec 3 Unicorn Fantasy Collab, but get all 3 monsters in the same room. Monster Among Men, the Monster Michael Todd, and the American Monster Robert Oberist. With the right coach, these 2 could be good.
Yeah, they're massive. Massive. So when we saw Adam this weekend, I said, damn, dude, you got bigger. he was huge.
He did get bigger.
Yeah, he's like... Yeah.
And hairier.
Yeah, he was in good form. So he's a cool dude. I'm excited about...
There's nothing chubby about that man, though.
No, he's fit right now. Like, he's in really good shape. Like, he's jacked.
Jim Southmay, thank you so much for joining.
But yeah, it'd be cool. Now, Robert Oberst, the cool thing about that is I probably will get to collab with him this year because we're both Redcon 1 athletes. Mm-hmm. So... and I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if this is going to happen. But, March 19th is the event, right? It's right here, pay-per-view. Now we have 9 Line coming in to help us with the pay-per-view. Redcon may be sending their production team with them to help do it as well. And if they do, there's a possibility they pick one of their other athletes or influencers to come in and do on Sunday. We do some collaborations and maybe put them through a Monster Michael Todd arm wrestling arm workout and a few other things.
The GOAT Mario, I'm going to get back to you in just a second. Colorado Arm Sport. I see your SUPERMATCH undercards for March are full, but would love to be a part of the match in the 42s at the Monster Factory in the near future. Who are you?
Yeah, I see Colorado Arm Sport, and I've seen made a couple other posts. Just message me on Instagram, and we'll see what's up. I mean, the thing is, the undercard I think is a great idea because it's going to let people see the quality of what we're doing, and it's going to hype them up because they're going to see the people in, and we're keeping it exclusive to the athletes and their corner people or significant others. So if you see, I mean, everything's set up right here. This is the table. Referee will be right there. Boom, couple competitors. Scores table. I got a couch back here. We're going to move things around. It's going to be a very intimate setting for the matches, so we can control everything. So we don't have problems with Wi-Fi. We don't have, I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Okay, I read that one. Todd, have you considered draining your arm? Huh? I don't know anything about that.
People were saying something about me having fluid in my wrist or fluid in something. I don't know. I have a lot of pain in my hands. Like, I just have a lot of pain in my hands, but still going to keep training them. Luckadoo
79, we do have, what is that thing at the post office?
Oh, damn, we have a P.O. box.
We have a P.O. box, so yes, we do accept fan mail.
If you want to send me a message on my Instagram or my Facebook, I will, I should get my P.O. box out. I may have a picture of it.
How do you become a member? I can't find the option, says Modiz. Modiz, Levin Gasparini has been dropping the link actually in the chat. You just click on that link, and it should take you to join as a member.
You talk, I'm going to try to find this.
Okay, you want me to talk. Alex Willett, ooh, that went really fast, y'all. Some people will be like, she's not reading all the messages. I can't. You have no idea how fast they're coming, okay?
Oh, all right. Here we go. P.O. Box 23201, Hot Springs, Arkansas 71903. P.O. Box 23201, Hot Springs, Arkansas 71903.
Losing can be liberating experience, says Alex Willett. Arm wrestling. Don't let the bullshit rankings define your career. Have some with it. Get strong. Love arm wrestling. The rankings are bullshit, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
they just really are.
Well,
but it's not the people's fault. Yeah, okay, it might be their fault. But it's not, let's say it's not Chance's fault, okay, that with the North American rankings, because he's actually working as hard as he can with what he has to work with. There hasn't been a lot to work with in the last few years. Now, the people that are doing the world rankings, they're just not real smart.
No, I can't say that. I'm just saying that it's unrealistic for them to assume that because I had 2 bad outings, that means that I'm going to lose to people that I don't ever lose to, Well, I'm going to rank them here and I'm going to rank you there. And I'm like, realistically, the only ranking that made sense from that was Ingen's ranking. Because Kurdecha beat Ermes, Ermes beat Genadi. Those 3 guys move above me, I fall below them. Everyone else that was below me that wasn't one of those 3 guys should have stayed below me because you don't get to benefit from their victory. And people are talking, and I love Dave Chafee a lot. Dave Chafee's awesome. But people are like, well, Dave beat Genadi. Yes, and 7 months later, I beat Dave 3-0. So you cannot use a comparison of, well, Dave beat Genadi in 2018 and not use the comparison of me beat Dave June 2019.
And let's go ahead and say right now that everyone that saw your match that is on the rankings board, including Ingen that gives his opinion, said that you beat Dave in a way that would have been a win under
any rules.
Any rules, okay? Alex Willett, I already read that one, so... Join the channel. Okay, thank you so much, Levin, for dropping that for me. And Pinamal Arm Wrestling. Daniel Begley. You two are both amazing. Our arm wrestling power couple. I don't know about that. Love to see you in great spirits, Mike. We all need a monster onward and upwards. Guys, basically, it is very difficult when you take a loss, right? And Daniel Begley, I think that you can sign up for the pay-per-view on mobile just by clicking that link. If not, wait till this is over and go into the description of this video or any of our last several videos. go to the description. You can hit the link there and join there as well. So, what was I on? So taking a loss is very hard. And I was actually quite worried for a few days because as long as I've known Monster, listen to me call you by your pet name. As long as I've known
That's not your real pet name for me, though.
You want me to tell him?
No.
You want me to tell him?
That was a funny cruise, though. I'm going to tell you. She can't tell you, but it was kind of funny.
Okay.
All right.
He's always been on a track and reaching for that world overall #1. And I just thought, my God, what is going to happen to him if that's not any longer a goal? What is his goal going to be? And he was also very focused already before his last loss. He was already focused on getting his body and his health back. We both are. I've got some health issues. We got to fix it. I want to be fit again, you know, and there's some stuff. There's just stuff we got to house clean, right? But truly, I think that your talk with Adam just helped out a lot because the buzzing in Michael's ears is so loud from all of this out here. And frankly, we love you guys. I love being able to sit here and chat with you. Actually, for me, it's just me in a room looking at a screen, which is myself, and reading your comments. And I love it. And I love chatting. But when it comes down to it, the only thing and the only opinion that matters is right here. It's right here. It's what happens to us. You know, it's what we're going to do next. That's the only thing that matters. Anything out there is irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just not relevant.
I hate losing, right? I mean, it sucks. But I had already told myself that I was not, win or lose. I mean, like I said, I fully expected to win. Win or lose, I was still cutting back down. I was not chasing this big 300+ pound frame because I don't think it benefited me in the way that it does others. I think I perform best when I am the most fit that I can be, when I'm more rigid, when I don't have the extra water weight, when I'm tighter. I think I arm wrestle better. I think I'm more confident. I think I like how I look. I mean, I want to have a match and then afterwards rip my shirt off and just be this freak. And I'm telling you, it goes back to me being a short, chubby kid growing up. And I had those, it's more important for me to feel good about me than it is for me to chase some overall #1 in the world. Now, that does not mean I can't do both, right? I just have to prioritize me right now. And I am living my best life. I have my best friend, and we get to do amazing shit. And it's a lot because of you guys. We now have a platform that we get to travel the world and do all this awesome stuff and get to share it with you guys. And, you know, the cool thing is I've gotten so much love even after that loss. Now I've gotten some hate too, and, you know, but I don't care. Like, I really don't care anymore. I realize that nothing is going to tarnish what I've done in this sport. I mean, I've been involved for 32 years. I've had a very successful career, but I'm not done. Like, there's all kinds of things I can keep doing. I can just pull, I can drop, well, people are like, oh, you should go to 220. I'm like, dude, I will never see 220. You know?
I'd have to cut his legs off.
That is not happening, you know? But and even when I'm lean and ripped, I'm still a super heavyweight. I'm just a 260 pound super heavyweight, right? But I'm excited about what's going on. I'm excited about what?
Clerks 93 wants you to get the spiky hair. I don't think that's in his future. I don't think that's happening.
Me. She's just mean. Now, hey, whoever on here has a hair growth company, I need a hair growth sponsor. Because I like it when I have this shaved on the sides and it's like spiky. But yeah, it's still hair there. It's just really thin. So y'all see it growing when I don't keep it shaved. But yeah, so we leave tomorrow to go to Malta for Kersten's event, and I want to say awesome thank you to San Antonio Hotel and Spa. They're going to take really good care of us. Kersten was telling me about it today, and they're supposed to have an awesome room for us and just be very welcoming. So super excited about that. We were going to try to eat as healthy as we could. Now, we're officially starting March 2nd when we get back. We're going to do our measurements, our photos. We will not put those out there publicly. But they will after the fact. Because
he's been working on Monster 2.0. I've been working on Mrs. Monster times 2.
just shook the whole camera, baby. You crazy.
That was.
But yeah, so we found out today that it's an all-inclusive resort. So I may be back over 300 before I get back. But hey, it's all good, and I'm excited. That's one of the things about having the obstacle course and all the things we're going to be doing here. It's going to be other reasons for us to train, and it's going to be fun. It's not like we're having to go get on the road and run. We get to run this course, and we get to do all the fun stuff that we're going to do here at our house. But we're still looking into possibly doing another tour, not a tour, but like hop in the RV for 3 or 4 weeks, go hit some tournaments every weekend, and just have fun. Get out there and really enjoy this sport that has given me so much.
So Mario asked earlier, he says, tell the truth. Did you go into that match basically blowing off your training?
Not at all. I trusted
you went
an approach that
you'd never worked for.
He
just tried something different.
Yeah, I mean,
it didn't work.
And here's the deal: everyone who's telling me what to do or what I should do means well. Like they think that's what's best for me. But I'm gonna tell you, what's best for me is what I was previously doing that I have to get back to. I have to get back to what made me me, and that's me doing cross training, not just now. Like I said, I got that new strict curl bar, and I'm probably gonna be okay. So I did tell Corey I would like to, by the end of this year, get back to around a 500-pound bench. Because when I went undefeated for those 3 years, I walked in the gym any day I wanted and I could put 500 pounds on a bench and bench it. That extra pressing power just made things a little bit tighter this way. And I don't know. So maybe I'll be able to do it. I don't know if my injuries, my limited range of motion is going to allow me to do it. But I will be focusing on certain things. But the key is going to be this. The key is going to be getting this back, getting that back.
The 6-0 switcheroo, you're not wrong. Someone was asking, how did he get to be a moderator? And he says, because they love me, bro. Yeah. It's actually true. I mean, come on, it's a great name. It's a great name.
It's a good name.
You know?
It did happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, I got to get back to what makes me happy and get rid of all the stress that is self-inflicted. Like I'm put this pressure on myself, right? Because I had this window and I thought it was going to be about the pancakes. I thought it was going to be about being 330 pounds and having abs. Well, I don't want to be that big and I don't think I can be that fit.
And by the way, you're just going on. Like, I'm going to have to stop you for a minute.
Okay.
By the way, someone said a while ago, excuses. These aren't excuses. He's telling you he fucked up. He fucked up.
It's so funny that people want to call stating things as facts and reflecting.
He screwed up.
As an excuse.
He had a serious lack of good judgment there.
Yeah, I did. And like I said, when I watched the video, I realized, oh shit, I should have done that, which you'll get my full breakdown of that. And like I said, Genadi came in hungry. He came in extremely motivated, came in strong. I mean, Ermes said he thinks that's the best form Genadi's ever been in. And so who knows? I don't know. But it is what it is. So we'll just see what happens next. But yeah, not excuses at all. Just he won, I lost.
Cobra Vavoda, Michael would love that. He said you can be shredded like Mike Aiello and be a beast on the table like him too.
Well, I'm going to be more of a beast than Mike Aiello. What are you talking about? Nah, I do want, that's the thing is, I was that dude before there was a Mike Aiello. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the fit dude. I didn't have as good a tan as him, but most people who've known me most of the time, I would show up to the major events and I was in really, really good shape. So
yeah. So, arm wrestling Derek just gave us a big heart.
Who's that?
Way cool.
I used to know a guy named Derek.
You know what is absolutely awesome is he got that match. He called him out and he got the match. And
when is it?
I don't know when it is. I think they said June or something like that. As you know, Derek, we've been out of pocket, so we haven't been able to talk to you about it just yet, but congrats on that. And what do you think about Corey's match? Pretty exciting stuff.
Pretty exciting. Yep.
Brian Simmons, thank you so much for the support. Was there supposed to be a question attached to that? I'm not
was
certain.
there one above that, or did we already get that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's arm wrestling Derek. That was a
no,
hard. Hey,
back to the King's move. Is it true you asked Genadi for a rematch? Huh? I don't know.
We were just talking about a potential rematch.
We were, weren't we? Huh.
Where'd you get that information from? Wow. What if that was to happen right here in the Monster Factory? Would that be really cool?
That might be awesome.
Man,
Geocard.
that's a good idea.
Geocard. Hi, how was Greece? It was amazing.
It was.
Okay.
So it was amazing.
The pancakes. And by that, I mean really pancakes, like the ones that you eat for breakfast,
like
pancakes. Were so fucking awesome. They were so good.
But yeah,
they
we had a good
so
time.
Good.
And John and Ron and everyone had an amazing time. We really did enjoy that trip. We had a lot of fun. So that was cool.
The Schmo says, you definitely had a better jawline than Mike Aiello.
I don't know. Aiello's a freak, dude. I love that dude. But yeah, he's a guy who I want to, like, his aesthetics inspire me to become the best me again, right? And there is something to be said about when I'm that fit, I am just a more confident dude, right? I'm happy, I'm confident, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Trey Sweet says Ryan versus Joel is going to be the best match. On the undercard, it just might be.
There's a good chance.
It just might be. There. You guys, so this is how it's going to work, all right?
All right. She's going to talk. I'm going to use the restroom.
Are you going to outside?
Yeah.
There's a bathroom
check
right
this out,
there.
dudes. We know it's easier to go take a piss outside than it is to have to lift up a toilet, put the toilet back down, flush it. I just get to hang it out here. So that's where I'm going.
They don't want to know about that. But there you go.
Oh, that hurts
that's
so
what you get. It's what you get. So the undercard. Ow. So the undercard, we will be putting out a link to, just like this link, to watch the undercard live on our regular YouTube, okay? Now, once the undercard completes, it will start at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So once the undercard completes, then we'll take a 15-minute break, and then we'll have the pay-per-view. Now, we have got 9line on board that's going to be helping us with our stream. It's going to be a hard line straight to our server, so that, or internet, so that there's not any breaks. We don't have to worry about just using Wi-Fi. We're gonna be sure that it works. And in fact, the day before, I'll go live with our members just to make sure that there are no problems. We want this, even though it's right here in the comfort of the Monster Factory, we want it to be the best quality that we can give you. You know, we really appreciate the support that we get from you guys. And we just want to, give some of that back. So let's see where we're at. Sub to Arm Wrestling Derek. Yes, thank you so much, Levin Gasparini. Corey Oberist and Monster are benching 500. How cool would that be to have them all in here working out, right? That would be a lot of fun. Rebecca, how amazing was Angie Rose live? Carolyn Loomis, I love Angie Rose. I have always, since I saw her at WAL, watching her compete. Actually, I think it was before then. I've just always been amazed by any women that take arm wrestling as seriously as Angie does. Another one that I can think of is, well, of course, everybody knows Sarah and Gabby, right? But Michelle Smart back in the day. Michelle Smart was absolutely so serious about her arm wrestling and the work that they put into it, even though women's arm wrestling is not as valued worldwide as the men are, but it's getting better. It's getting better, and I'm excited about our ladies' matches on our undercard as well.
Oh, absolutely. Leah and Danielle will be a good one.
Jared Therault, not going to lie, after the match with Jerry 506, I wasn't a fan. Though you were right, just didn't like the way you went about the end of the match. But after the recent few matches you won me back. Best wishes, big guy. Jared, if you could have seen me, you really would not have been a fan of me on that day. I
appreciate that. And just to, I've said it before, what it came down to that match was there was an appearance fee and then there was a win bonus. And the win bonus was very significant. And when I take a match, I expect to win the win bonus. And my hand refractured in round 2. And I made it through round 2, round 3, round 4. And in round 5, I'm fighting for this win bonus. And when Jerry quits, hey, that's it, buddy. I've arm wrestled with a broken hand for 4 rounds. I'm out, And but the funny thing is, people forget the year before when he won in 2018, he won because I fouled out. And I'm like, you really want to win that way? And he's like, yes. I'm like, dude, fair play, So it's just people who didn't know the backstory or weren't there to see what happened. Just they mistook how things went down, and I became the villain. But hey, it's all good.
Arm Wrestling Derek says, thanks, guys. Hyped to see Corey and Krasi match up. Corey is a beast. Yeah, but Krasi.
That's an exciting match, man. It really is.
It is a tall mountain, in my opinion.
And okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Tournament-wise, in my opinion, Corey's a favorite. SUPERMATCH wise, Krasi has got a lot of endurance and,
Tools.
well, yeah, he's been in a lot of like hard fought matches. So we're going to find out. We're going to see. My money's on Corey, right? I think Corey's going to pull it out, but you can't underestimate Krasi at all. He's a bad dude.
And you did kick butt. You're right.
Big E. My tan is weak. Well, it's not gonna be. It's weak now, but when I get back home and I'm serious, we're gonna get new tanning bed bulbs for the tanning bed. Like, I'm getting it on. What?
Okay, White Wolf just gained 1,000% more respect for Mike after taking a piss outside.
Dude, that's why you have property. So I piss
Yeah,
outside
buddy.
in the middle of the day. Like, I'm
Heads
just,
up and stick on the ice, eh? Oh my God. MMT, are you still ranked number 1 in the USA?
Yes.
Focus on that and don't give up. Yes, he is, until somebody
beats me.
takes that away from him.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's open to all matches. If you guys have not been on here on the last few lives, by the way, he is taking on 3 matches in the span of
21 days.
21 days,
Yeah.
left-handed,
Which is a
against
horrible idea.
nobody. That's a joke. So
Yeah, like, it's really a bad idea.
y'all are going to be helping
But
me put my husband back together.
I was literally thinking, okay, if my left will hold together after Robbie, all right, then I got a shot. Because the hardest thing will be
I'm telling you, you need to switch that one in Germany to a right-handed match, Michael Todd.
They won't do it for right-handed.
I mean, you going to take 3 ass whoopings in a row? Left-handed?
Why not? Apparently, I'm on a good losing streak, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I like my chances. But, I mean, I did just see Robbie destroy everyone after the Utah tournament and was, pretty well doing whatever he wanted with Jordan Steele, and Jordan Steele's got a good left. But, I might be able to surprise some folks. I'm pretty explosive.
Yeah, so Big E, you are correct. Your tan is weak.
Yeah. How did you not read that? What were you laughing about again when I was talking about that?
I didn't see it. I guess
laughing about something
you must have read it off of up there
okay.
because that's ahead of me, right?
All right, gotcha.
So Rambling Around says, you just need to return to what brought you to the top. Don't let all the chatter from people get into your head. Only you know what is best for you. You'll get it all figured out. And
Appreciate
Brian
support.
Simmons,
Yeah.
thank you so much for the support.
Thank you, Brian, as well. And that's it. Like, I got too caught up in trying to please everyone. And at the end of the day, you're not going to. Look at Devon. Devon has the most fans of any arm wrestler in the world, and he still gets hate and gets moved down the rankings because I lost, I mean, so
he's like, damn it, Michael.
Like, Michael, could you please stop losing? This is not working out for me. But, I mean, it's just comical because he's told me, he's like, listen, just don't read them. But I want to interact. Like, I want to interact because I appreciate everyone so much. But I am going to have to just, like, I did just ban a guy right before we went live.
Why?
He was a dick.
Okay.
So I banned him.
Okay.
I was like,
well, let's just leave it there.
ban, But yeah, it's all good.
Exia De Novo, still think you can be number 1 with your traditional style of training. What do you do for warm-up before matches? Nothing.
I have not warmed up in over 10 years. And I'll tell you what, I feel like if I warm up and I feel any pain, I won't go 100%.
Advice for hand recovery, and good luck to you guys.
I need some advice for hand recovery because I still got that. Like, my thumb muscle has, there's a muscle there now, and there wasn't one, but it used to be like this tall. So I got to get that back. I just got to get this back, and then I've got to get that pronation fully engaged. But I also need the cup, right? So John was like, why couldn't you cup? I'm like, well, I thought I was going to cup, but it didn't work out, So now I did hear John say that he'd like a match with me. So that might be another good one for the Monster
He
Pack.
said that it would be fun, and there's actually someone that is working on that. And I hope it works out because I would love for it to be there.
You really want it over there?
Yes, I do.
I don't like you.
I know this, but
I'm stuck.
I make good decisions.
Pretty well stuck,
Only one way out of this thing, babe.
I'm stuck here.
Okay, I'm just going back. You chat for a little bit. So I want you to talk about how you think this 3 matches in 21 days is going to work out for you.
I'm going to 3-0 sweep everybody.
Which, by the way, someone was asking, can you beat Derek left-handed? Who knows? Definitely
Derek,
after the 21 days.
That's probably a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Derek and I pulled some out there at John's, and he has a better top roll than me. I've got a really explosive press, and then I have a good left to right side hit what's the word I'm trying to say? Secure the hook, right? Boom. But in a super match, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to see a legit match, both of us healed up, rested. If I get Leonard Harkless as a ref, I'm beating most people left-handed because he doesn't let people climb out of my hand. He makes sure I get a fair start, and I can press past everybody pretty fast left-handed.
Are you fixing to be pulling a bunch of Bulgarians or Bolivians? I can't remember what it is.
It's Bulgarians if I choose to.
If you, I'm making a video, bud. So
If I
you're going
choose
to be arm wrestling. I mean,
I won't be doing any left-handed arm wrestling at all. My left won't be on the table until my first match. Like
you got to keep it healthy.
I'm just not getting on the table. Like I don't even know how many cable pulls I'm gonna be doing with it. I'm just gonna let it. I may take some stem cells, or not the stem cells. What are those things homeboys got?
Cytokines
And exosomes. But
Levin Gasparini says Bulgarian hooking and versatility and endurance are just different.
Yeah. If I can pronate through their hands, that'd be cool to see. You know,
Slappy.
definitely bring the strap with me, and I'm hustle strapping all of them.
Slappy. I don't think that you have to separate them. I think that Corey can focus on being healthy and getting stronger all at the same time. It's not an either or thing.
He just sent me a picture of him, and his shoulder's getting some good shape to it.
Yeah.
He's like, listen.
He's lost how much weight?
He's only down 24 pounds right now because he's at 416. He was down 40 pounds, but he said when he gets home, he's going to get really serious, and he's going to focus on his nutrition, try to follow a healthy nutrition plan, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Arm wrestling Derek is definitely top 10 and climbing. Absolutely. I feel Russians and Georgians are supplied genetically engineered trenbolone sandwiches and are full of them.
The guys train
to
hard.
The max.
They really do.
How can North America compete with that? It's Chernobyl.
I think we can compete. You know, I don't think the genadi match was an accurate representation. I think I made some mistakes, and he had he pulled very well.
6-0 switcheroo. See you later.
And like I said, I'll discuss it when I break down that match. But I think that match strength-wise was very, very close. Very, very close. I mean, obviously it has to be if my hand's compromised like this and I'm still holding the hits, right? I lost the height game, and that's where the biggest mistake was made. Like I said, made errors, but yeah.
Z's guitar account. Thank you so much for your support.
Appreciate you, young man. Appreciate you.
He says they get paid as a job. That's not really
That's not
true.
always the case. I've always thought that back in the day with WAFs and stuff like that. I do believe that a lot of the countries do get money for gold medals
Who's getting
or whatever.
paid are the coaches. The coach for Kazakhstan was getting paid for the number of medals that he brought back, is what they told us when we were in Poland.
Might have been.
But I don't know how much of that love is spread around to the actual athletes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a different culture. Like Eastern European, a lot of times it's very important to be strong in those cultures, right? And they fight hard, right? It's I don't know. I think they're all awesome. They're all fellow competitors, and I'm excited to see some of the upcoming matches. But I'm also excited to mix it up with some of these guys too. So we'll see.
Not my monkeys, not my circus, like your name. Does being as massive as Corey hinder his options in arm wrestling? Not being funny or disrespectful, it's a serious question.
I would say no. I mean, he handles his size very well on the table. I couldn't be that big in arm wrestle proficiently, but he's been large his whole life. Like at 11 years old, he's 6'3", 330. He graduated high school over 500 pounds. I mean, he's always been a very large man, and he moves well for a guy that size. So.
SU Records, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Okay, guys, what
Big
did y'all
heart.
think? If you've seen it, which I know all of you have not, you need to go and look at our playlist and have a look at the promo for the pay-per-view.
Yes, let us know what you think about that.
Polar Magazine put together for us. I think it's lit. I really do think it's
like it a
awesome.
lot.
Super proud of that. Nano Cruz, thank you so much if you happen to listen to this later. Alex Clark wants to know, are all arm wrestling tables the same?
They're supposed to be, but if you just randomly make one, you may not get the right specs. Who knows?
Who did that one time?
Oh, yeah. So my first ever wrist wrestling event, 1990 Saline County Fair, I came home and I just guessed on what the height was for the table, and I made it for me. It was like 4 inches too tall.
Jarhead Raymond wants to know, what was your record versus Dennis Suplinkoff?
I have pinned him 3 times. He's pinned me 5 and won once on fouls. So
Thank
he's
you,
got
Cobra.
6 wins to my 3 wins.
Okay,
The only person who's pinned some Plinkoff from North America more than me is John Brzenk. But John did it when he was newer in the sport. Like, I did it as he was the established #1 guy, right?
Did MMT get to fire the bazooka?
We did not. They oversold that. I was a little bummed. I wanted to shoot it was really an RPG is what it was, but I really wanted to do it and we didn't get to do it. The tank was fun though. I shot a lot of badass guns. Hey, I was pretty good at those exploding targets with the skeet though.
Stizzy, I don't know what question you're talking about, and they're coming so fast that they actually breeze past me.
Yeah, they're zooming.
I will
see that was a bunch this into.
Oh, what do you weigh now, and what is a preferable weight you'd like to be at to be comfortable? That's Dizzy's question.
I'm right at 290, so I'm down about 10 pounds from Istanbul. But like I said, we go to an all-inclusive for 5 days. Like we arrive Thursday, we'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we come home Tuesday. So
it's okay, Susie.
That's 5 days of enjoying myself. So I may be back to 300 by the time I get back, but then we will start the 16-week transformation.
MMT, it seemed genadi was in the fight. This is from Fubardi. In the fight every round. However, it seemed after the first round you showed doubts in your ability to beat him. Any thoughts?
Well, no, I still thought after round 2 I was going to win 3-2.
He did.
I really did. I thought I was still going to win it. I did. Like I said, I overestimated my hand strength because I was doing so well against the people I was pulling with that I just thought my hand was going to hold up, and it did not.
Anthovision, I disagree, and I think Michael does as well. Don't ever pull someone that far down in the rankings during an event. Always look to pull ranked opponents above you.
Yeah, you can't do that. I've been among the top guys in the world for a decade. You can't, there's only, I mean, there was time there was one guy ahead of me, or, you know, there was just no match to pull. So you pull whoever. I mean, I'm not going to just sit around and be inactive. And that's what I don't like about today's climate. I don't like waiting 6 months to arm wrestle. I don't want to arm wrestle twice a year. I want to arm wrestle. You know.
Isn't there a happy medium, though? I mean, waiting 6 months to arm wrestle or pulling 3 matches in 3 weeks? I mean, there has to be something in between, Michael.
That's a horrible idea. but I was trying to get out of it, too. I was like, well, how can I do this? Well,
but the fact is...
I couldn't turn it down. I had to do it, you know.
What it boils down to is Michael is giving me my best life, y'all. And he wants me to see amazing places all over the world. And when someone calls us or messages us and they're like, hey, can you come out to our country and do this?
It's difficult for me to say no.
It's usually yes. So, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thoughts on the announcement, East versus West 3, John versus Irakli, Prudnik versus Todd.
This is F Nation.
F Nation, thanks for your support. Yeah, the Irakli John, awesome. I picked John to win that. Prudnik Todd. I actually had messaged Ingen and said, hey, dude, I'm up for a match with Prudnik. And he goes, well, I've already offered it to Todd. So I think that's a good match. I mean, Todd is a warrior. Prudnik does have a lot of options. He does have a good top row option as well. So we'll see what happens.
Mr. and Mrs. Monster, I hope I don't create some haters here, okay? Do you guys have a gun club membership and or do you enjoy target shooting? So very soon, our members, you're gonna get to see some fun that Michael had just this past weekend because for whatever reason, YouTube really punishes us if we put out shooting videos, even though it's on a range.
It crushes us. Like they slow down the next 10 videos. So
yeah, but I'm gonna put it out for
the members,
our members. And the exciting thing is, all right, I don't shoot when there's a bunch of people around. I like it to just be a few because basically this past weekend there were a bunch of social media influencers there and some of these girls with their enhancements holding their guns and swinging them around this way, doing their little, you know, poses and stuff. Those damn things are loaded. That's not where I want to be, okay? But I'm getting my own firearm.
Yeah. So
I'm so excited about it.
Someone
and get to go
at
shooting.
the event who has an ammo company, and he's gonna make a trip up here and bring some guns and let Rebecca choose the one that's best for her, and then we're gonna get that gun for her. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. Like I said, we have been so blessed with some of the people we've met and some of the things we've been getting to do through these different partnerships that we've created and some cool collaborations coming, and we're just having a good time, man. Just enjoying it.
Oh, you mean gun bunnies, Becca? Yes. Yes, yes. Hi, Michael. Been watching lots of your early young Michael Todd fights and recent fights. Do you feel you have the same will and fire that you used to have as the younger Michael?
Well, I mean, yes, but I realize that right now it's about, it's so funny because people think, oh, Michael's a YouTuber. He's just focused on that. Dude, I train as hard as anyone.
Thank you, Dave.
Seriously. I mean, anyone that knows me will tell you that. I just have a lot going on in my life, and I'm blessed to have that as all the opportunities that I have. Does that mean I'm not focused on, am I as hungry? Absolutely, I'm as hungry. I just got to quit putting so much pressure on myself, right? I just got to get back to enjoying it and loving it versus, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this. No, dude, I just have to compete and let the cards fall where they may.
I mean, what it really boils down to is we need to make the most out of the time we have.
Right.
Yep. And Beaumont resident at Cosmic Code agree. I want to know the next step of evolution of the King's move, if it has indeed been decoded.
Okay, so that's not the case. It has not been decoded. People are like, oh, the blueprint's out there, Michael. No, listen.
He didn't hit it, guys.
Yes, and I.
He didn't go there.
My rods was not where it needs to be. My pronation wasn't where it needs to be. And listen, you tighten that strap all the way up, and that match goes completely different. I don't know why they are not tightening the strap up on me. Every time I've ever been that guy, I get to determine how tight the strap is. What's not the case, but listen.
You need to be prepared for that.
And that's fine. I've already realized that, and I've already making adjustments, so it won't matter. But yeah, I mean, let everyone keep believing that they figured out the code to beat me. Let everyone keep
Let's go with that. Yes,
Yeah.
They figured it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
exactly.
hopeless.
I'm horrible.
It's hopeless.
Yeah, I should quit.
There's nothing you can do. It was obvious you didn't hit. You looked very strong. Actually, that's wrong. He was hitting. Wrong.
I was trying to hit, but I hit the wrong angle. I hit the wrong
Way wrong
position.
out,
I hit the wrong angle. And like I said, I'll break all this down. Devon gave me phenomenal advice that I did not adhere to.
He immediately trashed it. And all right, so
and then in retrospect, I'm like, damn, he was right.
500 people in the chat, 333 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you know that Devon usually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's someone just posted that right there. I do have to start the fight early. The days of me just letting someone get whatever they want and just being the stronger guy, those days have passed. I can't do that anymore. I'm gonna have to be aggressive in the setup, and I'm gonna have to fight for what I want. And I'm gonna be going to more referees grips, and I'm gonna be doing all the stuff that is necessary to make sure that I'm at least even when the match starts. I don't have to have an advantage. I just need to be even.
Brian Simmons, MMT, you are a legend. Maybe you should reach out to Dana White or other promoters and try to set up a team competition, something like the Ultimate Fighter with team coaches led by MMT and John. And White Wolf says, okay, now respect factor just climbed to a 10,000%. Take that safety off when you're ready to bang, sorry, Aussie, in your career and firearm.
Yeah, so what was the one before that? Because I was about to say something about it. Thank you for support on both those.
Ultimate Fighter.
Oh yeah, so I mean, who knows, man? With this new brand partner, McHenry Excavating, we're getting the obstacle course made, the track made, but you will look outside here, and we cleaned out a lot. I'm probably gonna have an extra half an acre of land right here. They're gonna be bringing dirt field in, bringing it up to the same height as this. And depends on how things go, how this year goes, how these pay-per-views are supported, what kind of reaction we get to them. If everything works out, there might be a separate building out there that ends up being a bunkhouse for us to do something very similar to that, So who knows? I mean, we got a lot of options, and I'm excited about the future. We'll just see how things play out.
Not my monkeys, not my circus. Devon's suggestion we actually have on video.
Yeah,
our members saw it.
Yeah.
Because it was one of the behind the scenes videos that we put out, and I will cut that into Michael's breakdown of the match so that you can see what Devon suggested and then watch Michael
blow it off.
Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, so
Oops.
Who knows, right?
Right.
But anyways, guys, we need to wind
Thumbs
this
up
up.
if you love this banner. If you love that backdrop.
Check it out.
I'm telling you. Those guys did an amazing job.
So again, this is the backdrop for the pay-per-view that is coming up March 19th. The pay-per-view portion is going to be starting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 5 p.m., right? 7 p.m.? 7 p.m., right?
The pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Which is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But prior to that, we will go live on this channel, this very channel, for our undercard. So you guys, looking forward to seeing you all watching it and being excited. Ron Bath, Paul Lynn, I'm thinking is going to be a barn burner.
It could be a very good match. BJ Dukakis and Don Underwood could be a hell of a match as well.
Well, I want to see Don Underwood keep your freaking elbow on the pad. Yeah, because we are using Arm Wars rules.
Right.
But Arm Wars rules only call for small infractions, not giant Travis fighting elbows, okay? Yeah. Small infractions are running fouls, but once you have a running foul, you must get the pin to get a restart.
Right.
You get a pin on a running foul, that is not a win. So, anyways, guys, we're going to try to make it to where you get to actually see arm wrestling pins and not things end on fouls. So, Woody, work on that elbow. F Nation, do you think you would have been more prepared and stronger if you would have prepped like you've always done in the past rather than taking Devon's advice?
Yes, but that's not Devon's fault. It's just that style of prep did not work for me. I'm a guy who has to believe that going in, and I said it the whole time, I have done nothing in training to prove that I'm stronger than I have been. It's just when I got on the table, I felt very good, right? But I had done nothing in training. And sometimes even my maintenance weights felt heavy, which I was telling Rebecca, this felt heavy for some reason, you know? So I don't know. I'm a guy who has to push myself. I'm a guy who has to push my body and break previous barriers. And if I'm that guy coming in, I'm usually, like I said, I was that guy when I went to pull Dave, but I still second guessed myself. Neil Pickup called me, hours before. And I'm like, yeah, man, I just don't know how this is going to work out. You know, I don't know if I'm going to win. He's like, no, man, you got it. I'm like, we'll see. Dave's super strong. And then I went in there and I was in very, very rare form that night. So we'll see. I'm just getting back to what worked. And like I said, you will see it's not going to happen overnight. Like, I'm not just going to come home and all of a sudden be shredded cover magazine guy. And when I say cover magazine, I'm still going to be 260 plus pounds. So I'm still going to be a big ass dude. But by my birthday, by June 12th, now our photo shoot, probably the end of June. We're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna go to Vegas.
You're gonna give me like a couple
I'm just saying
by my
birthday, I'm gonna look like a freak. Which is June 12th. I'll be 49 years old, and I believe I will be in the best shape of my life. Now, we were gonna go to Vegas for our anniversary, which is the 4th of July. Let me give you guys some advice. Don't get married on a holiday, because anywhere you go, shit is super expensive for your anniversaries. So,
but I told you I'm okay staying home.
No, that's all good. So, I think we may go to Italy. And I actually did talk to Ermes, and he's like, hey man, while you're here, we can do some training together and shoot some content together and just have, so that might be something I do while I'm there. I didn't tell you that, I don't think. But
what? Huh?
I messaged Ermes, and he said that we could get together and do some training in the gym and, shoot some content and stuff.
In Rome?
Yeah.
So when am I going to Rome? I love Rome.
We'll just figure it out.
I love Rome.
Yeah, I'm bringing Pretty Boy Monster back. So it's still going to be this dude, but all this under here is going to be freaky looking. But it's just going to be the nutrition. My body changes from how I eat. That's just how it is. It doesn't matter how hard I train. I've never not trained more than a week in the last 20 years, and I've been shredded poster dude, and I've been obese dude. So it all comes down to how I eat. But Construction Life, appreciate you for becoming a member. But yeah, so you guys don't forget pay-per-view, March 19th. We will be doing another live, probably from Malta.
The link to become a member is in the description of this video. Click on that, click become a member. It is a monthly subscription, but you can cancel it almost immediately, and you still get to ride out the month-long benefits. So you can see the pay-per-view. Yeah. You can see the pay-per-view, which will be March 19th. Now there will be another one that you're going to want to watch. For sure.
Another pay-per-view?
Yes, but it's either going to be end of April or about the first week in May.
We have not nailed it down yet. But if I get the response I'm looking for,
Even if it's not that one,
it will be epic. But if it is not that one, and Todd's still available, it'll be a me and Todd probably.
Solomon
I've actually
Rima.
reached out to a couple other people that you guys would love to watch on that card. People have been wanting to set this match up for a long time, and they both said that they had interest, so we'll see what happens.
Solomon Rima, thank you so much for becoming a member. And SG Records, Mike, just tell me what's your optimal weight?
Well, let's just show you a picture.
Clerks 93, we would love to get Matt Mass versus Corey, but Matt, basically we gave him like 4 different months, and he said he couldn't be available.
So this is 260, how do you get it? That's 260 pounds at about 8.5% body fat. So that is the goal. Now, if I could be 265, that same lean, that's great. So I don't have a specific weight that is ideal for me. I just want that composition or better.
Vladimir M tells us that we need to come to Georgia. The wine is better, but he also says, Mike, you're looking older and your wife is looking younger. What are you feeding her?
You know what I'm feeding her. Sorry.
Ron Pope, come up to Springfield and pull with the Ozark Mountain Boys. Get Stratton over here.
Tell Chase I said hi. I haven't seen him in a while.
Justin Bent.
Appreciate support.
Yes, very good, Michael. Start power training and getting those arms stronger with Ermes, buddy.
Yeah, I think we could have some good time over there. Like I said, we buried our hatchet. He came to me and told me what there's an issue, and I just we both apologized, and there was some miscommunication. But
I love that kid, and I loved the kid before, and that's why I was so pissed.
That's why it hurt so much. And it's not pissed; it just hurt. I'm like, dude.
No, I was pissed. I'm pretty sure.
What the hell happened? I thought, hell, I was working your corner. I thought we were friends. We were talking right before I took this match with genadi, and all of a sudden now I'm an asshole. So I didn't know what happened, But yeah, it all worked out, and we're cool. And if we do make the trip to Italy for our anniversary, we'll be stopping by Rome and getting some training in with Ermes for sure.
I'm excited about that. I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, guys, we have got to
we have to leave tomorrow.
And I've got to go pack.
Malta. Yeah, we still haven't packed. I'll pack in the morning.
No, you won't either. You're going to pack now. Levin Gasparini, come visit me. Oh, that's just Schmo was talking to Levin Gasparini. You guys have been awesome. Again, link in the description to become a member, enjoy the pay-per-view and everything that we have leading up to it. Going to be March 19th. Lots of fun in here. There'll be a lot other content around that with these guys while we have them here in the house.
If the obstacle course is even remotely done,
I'm just wondering how in the hell I'm going to feed them all breakfast, but I'm excited about that anyhow. I'm thinking it's got to be pancakes, right? It has to be.
Not cheating. We're on a meal plan.
I'm going to kill him.
They all get protein shakes.
I'm going to kill him.
Protein shakes and oatmeal, baby. That's what's happening.
Bury him.
All right, guys. Y'all be blessed. Take care. Appreciate the support. And catch you, I guess, maybe Sunday after the event.
Maybe.
All right. See you guys. Take care.